Thanks for coming to check out my video. You guys would not believe how scary things got. Tom Terry said in 28 years of being a meteorologist, he had never seen anything like this, you guys. At that moment, I began to panic a little bit because Orange County had a tornado alert. Vero Beach had a tornado warning. All of the West Coast counties had tornado warnings, and it was like one after the other, the tornado warnings were being issued. And I was in Lake County and I was just thinking to myself, oh my gosh, we're next. The tension was running high at this time. Guys, you ready for the storm? So here we are the morning before the most intense storm that Florida has seen in the past century. Things were getting pretty crazy at this time, y'all. The panic was starting to set in. They're calling it Hurricane Milton. And I'm just taking a little quick video of my house and my property and my cute little dogs. You ready for the hurricane, bud? You ready for the hurricane? You need to get ready. The horses are staying here and riding out the storm. Horse trailer is staying here and riding out the storm. My neighbor's horse is staying here and riding out the storm. Hey, Kit Kat. Good morning, buddy. My siding is a little bit windblown from the previous hurricane that hit us like a week ago. So yeah. This is my house. Before the storm, we will see what we got left when the storm passes. Marlena, you ready for the storm? My one remaining blueberry plant is going to ride the storm out in the laundry room. So I've braided a dog tag into my horse's mane that has my phone number on there. And the thought process behind it is that if your fence goes down and your horses escape and run away and they're 3 neighbors down from your house, your neighbor will at least have your phone number and can give you a call if they're an honest person. I know, Carrera, you want to be untied. Getting the horses ready to leave my property. These two are usually not turned out together because this one's really old. She's like, I don't know, I'd have to do the math. She's at least 25, she might be 26 now. This one's only 9 and she's bigger than her and she's stronger than her, so she's kind of mean to her around feeding times and stuff. But I put them out together because I am going to be spending the night at my mom's house, and I put out an entire bale of hay because these horses are used to getting fed twice a day, and they are not getting fed dinner tonight, and they are not getting fed breakfast in the morning. So, full bale of hay is out for them. And that is going to be their breakfast and their dinner. And they're just getting settled in. The neighbor's horse is not very happy that they got moved. He's looking for them. But he has to stay over there and they have to stay in here. Looks like everybody's evacuating. Looks like everybody has the same idea. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Okay, cat, it's okay. They're right here. It's okay. They're right here, bud. They're right here. It's okay. It's okay. I feel so bad for taking them away. But this horse didn't have any friends until I moved in. He didn't have a single friend in this whole neighborhood until I moved in. So he's really upset because he wants to be right next to him. But the reality is my horses are literally just right over there. They're right on the other side of that horse trailer, so he can still hear them, he can still smell them, he can still see them. He'll settle down in about 10 minutes. It's okay, buddy. Okay, cat, you okay? Guys, you getting ready to load up? Are you getting ready to load up here? Okay, bud. So, potty pads, medications and stuff that I take, supplements and stuff that I take. And I'm taking a little bit of like, you know, canned food with me, just in case the power really does go out for a couple days and we're stuck at my mom's house with no electricity and all of Central Florida is without electricity. So we'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know on the other side. All right, so tensions are high. I just had to yell at these frickin' dogs to get that one to get in the back seat. He thinks that he can sit in the driver's seat and then we're somehow gonna make it to our final destination. But anyway, all three of us, we are loaded up and we are headed to our Ride It Out location for the duration of this storm. So I'll see y'all when I get there. Hi, YouTube. So we are officially at our Riding It Out location in Mineola, Florida. So it's about 20-25 minutes away from my house. I live in a little city called Howey in the Hills. And my mom lives in Mineola. Both of them are suburbs of Orlando. So basically right smack dab in the middle of the state. However, it's probably going to be a Category 3 hurricane by the time it hits this area, which is really, really scary, like upwards of 100-mile-an-hour winds. Usually when you're in the middle of the state, you're okay because by the time it gets to this area, it's like a Category 1 or tropical storm strength winds. But in this case, because this is supposed to be a historically significant hurricane, Cat 5 hitting the Tampa Bay area, by the time it gets inland to us here in Lake County, it's likely still going to be a Cat 3. So we have prepared as much as possible, and now you're kind of just in this state of mind where we've done everything that we possibly could do to prepare, and you just have this anxiety and kind of dread feeling of what, at this point, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. It's up to God. We are praying people, so we're praying over this storm. We are praying that we're gonna make it through. We are praying against, you know, feeling fearful, but there's definitely a feeling of being fearful. There's a high likelihood that there could be tornadoes in this area, and that's what's really dangerous inland. I don't think there's any way that we're gonna end up flooding because my mom's house is on a hill, thank God. But I guess probably next time I will talk to you guys, it'll be updating you on what actually happened during the hurricane and how all of this actually turned out in the hours after. So yeah, I just wanted to check in. It is currently 2 o'clock on Wednesday. The hurricane is supposed to make landfall within the next few hours. So we will see how things go. If we end up with tornadoes, me and my mom's plan is to take both her and all the dogs into this bathroom right here. There is a bathroom with, or an alternate spot is to go into this laundry room right here where her washer and dryer are. And that's her garage out there. So we might end up in here too. Anytime there's a hurricane, you want to get away from windows and stuff like that and just be in a well-protected, sheltered area like this, surrounded by walls only, no windows. So we might end up in here too. Or even like just this hallway right here would be pretty decent as well. Rain's coming down pretty hard back here. The neighbors are smart. They boxed up their windows, but we couldn't find any plywood and just weren't able to do it. Essential hurricane snacks, obviously.
We've got video for you to share with you. By the way, I'm Alex Wilson, Chris Bruin with me. We've got Justin Michaels, Reynolds Wolf, Felicia Combs will be joining us from the field. But video of those tornadoes actually being captured on some tower cameras earlier today. So let's take a look. And if you haven't seen this yet, come to your screen because this shows you how serious the tornado threat has already been. Again, Hurricane Milton, 130 miles per hour. So as the latest advisory, the winds have come down a little bit. Still a Category 4 hurricane, pressure at 944 millibars. And there's that tornado video. This was seen from some of the suburbs outside of Fort Lauderdale, kind of on the edge of the Everglades.
What are we gonna do if a tornado comes to Central Florida?
Space station moving over Hurricane Milton, giving us an on.
There are tornadoes literally all over the state of Florida. Tom Terry said in 28 years of doing it, he's never seen anything like this. I'm 35 years old. I've never seen anything like this either. They're announcing tornadoes in all surrounding counties.
Rivers are going to start running more rapidly and filling up, and they're trying to get into the.
Tom Terry is concerned.
What a good
girl, princess.
You do that with Cito too, right?
You guys think we're gonna make it?
I think we're gonna make it.
You do? Toby looks very stressed. So here we are around midnight. The gusts are getting super crazy. You can really feel the wind pushing the windows in. So here we are the next morning. Slept through the night. I slept great. I'm going to show you the backyard at my mom's house. It's not bad. There's a few, like there's that little branch right there that kind of fell. And these little bushes and stuff look really beat up. But back porch is still in good condition. My aunt's back porch ended up in her front yard.
Would you like some coffee?
How'd we do?
What?
How'd we do?
What do you mean?
Do you think we had made it through?
You made it.
Neighbor has quite a few branches down. And his little trees snapped right off. This neighbor looks like he did well. Trees are okay. So I managed to wash my hair, which was an absolute miracle because my mom doesn't have power. Cell service is really spotty. I'm having phone calls come through and there's somebody on the other line, but I can't hear them. They can't hear me, but my texts are going through. But my texts are taking about like 10 minutes to send. So cell service is really spotty. I'm going back to my house to check on my horses and check on my property and see how I did. So here we go, guys. Next scene will be how my house did, how my house fared in this hurricane. I do know because my neighbors told me that my house doesn't have power either. So power seems to be something that could be out for, I don't know, it could be back on this afternoon, it could be 2 weeks. You just never know when you have this bad of a hurricane come through. So we'll see what we find out. This giant state of Florida sign is probably about, the sign itself is like probably 6 feet tall. And then the pole that holds it up is, I don't know, probably 6 feet tall too. And this thing is just collapsed. So as I'm driving home, I came across this power pole that's just snapped off. I'm not gonna get very close to it because that would be super dangerous. But like the only thing that is supporting this huge power pole is those wires right there. So that explains why I don't have power at my house. So the little road that I usually use to get to my house, there's some down power lines, so it's blocked off. I'm gonna have to turn around. So here we are in my neighborhood. This area right here and these people's front yard is completely flooded. Like this area never has any water. Completely flooded. So my neighbor's yard, man, their roof is in trouble. You can see there's shingles, like even on this front slope, like 40 shingles at least missing. Where's Kit Kat? There he is. Kit Kat, the little horse, he's all right. Whoa, my neighbor's makeshift barn, it did not do well. I don't know if you guys can see it, it's way down there. And then here we are at my house. My skirting didn't make it at all. And I think my shingle roof is in big trouble. Hey guys, how'd you do? You do all right? Well, they're alive. They don't appear to be injured or anything, so. Did you get wind blown? Well, that's good news. So yeah, I don't think my shingles made it. I actually work at a roofing company, so I'm gonna have to get up on the roof and take a look at how we did, but it doesn't look too great from the ground. Skirting is absolutely demolished, but this skirting, honestly, Clayton Homes, I have to call you out on this skirting. It was a joke to begin with. My siding made it through, so that's great news. Siding's all right. Again, the skirting is just destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Shingles everywhere, guys. Shingles everywhere. These are not supposed to be in my front yard. These are supposed to be on the frickin' roof. But hey, I had tied that, I had tied this trash bin to this useless old satellite dish pole that I have. And hey, that worked like a charm. I'm gonna go check out my neighbor's barn. It didn't fare too good. Wow. Incredible amount of flooding. Another shingle. Like you can see where the sand has just been taken down the hill. All the way down the hill. So it was a good call on my part to put the other horse in that paddock, that's why I decided to do that. And then tree didn't make it. Their little shade tree that my horses like so much did not make it. But other than that, my house is still standing, and so I'm pretty happy about that. Wow. Straight up like rivers over here. Like the flooding made like a frickin' like it looks like the Grand Canyon down here. And then my neighbor's shed used to be right there, but now it's over here on top of my fence. So that's cool. Wonder who's gonna have to get that down. So yeah. I kind of figured this was gonna happen because it's not the most sturdy looking structure, but I'm really happy to see Kit Kat over there grazing away, just doesn't have a care in the world, so that's awesome. I'm happy he made it through the storm. As always, thank you so much for stopping in. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know where you guys would like to see me go next, because hey, I just might go check it out. Bye, YouTube.